When I look back over the last 14 years, so it's crazy to think that we started GEMALaw 14 years ago. But when I was thinking about the last 14 years and looking at the people on this panel, I really think what we did with GEMALaw was just not change the opportunities for students, but it was just bring to the forefront what a lot of us knew at the time, which was we have a lot of really amazing alumni in this space. And we all work together, oftentimes not knowing that, oh, you're a Georgetown Law alum and you went to, because, there are some other schools out there who like to boast very openly about where they went to school. And I think us, Georgetown Law alums, aren't always as vocal about it. And so, I look at this panel and at EA, I probably, one of my colleagues works with every single one of these folks or their, teams or businesses. And you see that a lot, with Georgetown Law alums. And so we're really proud that, over the last 14 years, GEMALaw has been able to, bring hundreds of speakers to campus, encourage networking for students, and provide students, I think, a vision on different kinds of career paths to work in, the sports, entertainment, and media space. And one of the great things we've been able to do with GEMALaw over the years is annually provide an award to an alumnus. We've included presidents of teams, we've had owners of teams, we've even had one of the many shareholders of the Green Bay Packers receive the award. So I think it's very exciting for me to be able to introduce Becky and Akshay, who are both the co-presidents of GEMALaw this year, to introduce this year's award.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for that awesome conversation. It was really an incredible discussion. Thank you all so much for being here today. My name is Becky Chambers, and I, along with my co-president, Akshay Nelakirti, are here today to present Mark Murphy with the Alumni Achievement in Sports Award from the Georgetown Law Sports, Entertainment, and Media Society, also known as GEMALaw. The Alumni Achievement Award in Sports was created to honor alumni of the law school who have achieved great success in the sports arena. This award recognizes the talent, dedication, and leadership skills it takes to reach and succeed in prominent positions within the sports world. The recipient of this award embodies and represents GEMALaw's commitment to the practice of law in the sports industry. The 2021 Alumni Achievement in Sports Award goes to Mark Murphy from the Georgetown Law JD class of 1988. Mark has had a long and distinguished career as a professional football player, Georgetown-educated lawyer, and business executive. He played football during his undergraduate years at Colgate University and began his professional career with the organization now known as the Washington Football Team. Mark was a decorated player and is a decorated executive, winning the Super Bowl in 1983 as a player and in 2011 as president of the Packers. As a player, he also led the NFL in interceptions and was named to the Pro Bowl in 1983 and was named an All-Pro in 1984.
During his playing years, Mark attended American University's Kogod School of Business and earned his MBA in '83. Mark then joined the Georgetown Law family when he enrolled in the evening division of the JD program. He graduated in '88 and equipped with his MBA, JD, and a deep understanding of the worlds of college and professional football, Mark re-entered the sport on the business side and never looked back. In 1992, he returned to his undergraduate alma mater as the athletic director for the Colgate Raiders. He stayed 11 years before moving to the Chicago area to become athletic director of Northwestern University in the Big Ten Conference. In 2007, he was named president and CEO of the Green Bay Packers. Over the past 13 seasons, the Packers have made 10 playoff trips and won the Super Bowl 45 in 2011. Mark has also headed the hiring of head coach Matt LaFleur, who has led the Packers to back-to-back NFC North titles in 2019 and 2020, and a 26-6 regular season record. Additionally, Mark heads all initiatives with regard to the Lambeau Field, which is regularly ranked as one of the best fan experiences in the NFL. Mark also serves on various NFL committees, including the Management Council Executive Committee, Competition Committee, Health and Safety Committee, and the College Relations Committee. We now have a brief presentation featuring highlights from Mark's illustrious career.
In recognition of all your incredible accomplishments, Mark, we on behalf of GEMALaw would like to formally present you with the Alumni Achievement in Sports Award. Thank you so much for being here today, and congratulations.
Well, thank you. I did not know that you had a video put together. That was, I really, and you got a lot of it's funny. I played in a lot of games and was very fortunate in my career, played 8 years. And one of the most memorable games I played in was here at Lambeau Field. And it was the Redskins. I have to watch myself. The Washington football team lost to the Packers, but funny, it was probably the Packers' greatest win in a 20-year period. And my first day on the job with the Packers, I took a tour of Lambeau Field, and there were 3 or 4 places where they had photos and plaques about that game. So my life's kind of come full circle, but I'm really honored. I want to thank Rebecca and Akshay for your kind comments, and Raquel as well. I would say for Raquel, one quick thing. I think you might be onto something with the future of the Pro Bowl. I think the Pro Bowl is something that it's been harder and harder to get players to play in it, and we might be onto something. And then the quality of the game is it's like a touch football game. So and so many of our players love to play EA and other sports. But I'm really honored. I just thought I got so many people that I want to thank. Probably first and foremost, my wife, she's been my partner. My wife, Laurie, she's been my partner through everything. And I know the people that work in athletics, particularly in team sports, understand this. The transition from being a player to the next part of your life. I mean, in the NFL, the average career is 7 years. The average career is about 3.5 years. It ends quickly. And sometimes the longer you play, it makes that transition more difficult. And, I look back on it, Georgetown was really instrumental in helping me make that transition. I played 8 years in the league, and when my career ended, I shouldn't say the Redskins ended my career. It usually never ends the way you want, but I wanted to keep playing, but I had been accepted to law school and also had a job offer from the Players Association. I give a lot of credit to Gene Upshaw, who was the executive director then and had done so much for players over the years. But right away, I had something that I could step into. And I tell you, I just loved, I went to, as you mentioned, I went to law school at night, and I just loved it. I mean, some of the professors that I had, and when you're in the evening school, I learned so much from my fellow students. And, a lot of people had really fascinating jobs on Capitol Hill and different. So it really opened up a whole world for me. I do want to, a couple professors that really stand out. Professor Gustafson, I thought was outstanding. And one of the things that was really, really beneficial to me was I was involved in the street law clinic. And I know Rick Rowe, just a great program. And so I taught street law at Lorton Penitentiary. And it's something that really opened my eyes to, the issues that we face with the criminal justice system. And I'll forever grateful to Professor Rowe. Another person I want to give thanks to is a man named George Cohen, who some of you may know. Brilliant, great lawyer in Washington, D.C. He's kind of been a mentor to me over the years. While I was going to law school, and after I left the Players Association, I had a little bit of time in between getting my law degree, and ended up working with him at Bredhoff and Kaiser, and he's just been a great mentor to me. He went on to be the director of the Federal Mediation and Conciliation Service. I think he still works as a mediator. But I guess the other thing I would tell all the students, there's so many, and I'm a good example. There's so many different things you can do with your law degree. Yes, you can go on and you can practice law. I worked for the Justice Department for about 4 years. I loved it, really. And when you work for the Justice Department, most people I know that made less money than I would have in a private firm, but I was in court all the time and just loved it. But I did miss my involvement in sports, and Colgate provided me the opportunity to become the athletic director. And that really changed the course of my whole career. You know, my legal background and my experience as a law student has been so helpful to me. My first month in the job at Colgate, our women's ice hockey team, which was a club team, filed a lawsuit to gain varsity status. So I was right away dealing with all kinds of legal issues. And in my position today, you know, having a good background and understanding of the legal system is so crucial. Yeah, again, I'm so honored to be able to accept this, and I'm just sorry that it can't be there in person with you. But thank you so much. I'm really honored.